no stopping us now. I love that song.
G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV. We're talking Division One. We've got the kid here, of course. We've got Nathan Sewell. We're down by the peaceful little town, the lovely Warrandyte. The Yarra's flowing behind us and the fog has well and truly come down. Yeah, I know it's cold. Hang in there, mate.
Freezing. You guys have no idea how cold it is here.
It's going to grab his snowboard.
You bloody need it.
D1 men, plenty to talk about. Yeah, okay, come on, settle down. You get ya. Mildura, Werribee, Camberwell, Hawthorn all remain unbeaten at the moment, Nate. Warrandyte, Southern Peninsula, Sunbury yet to win.
Yeah, are they? You know, you wonder whether some of those teams that are up the top now are going to stay there. You know, maybe they've just had a bit of an easier run to begin with, but you know, the next few weeks they'll sort themselves out.
They will. Some interesting results from round two. One team to bounce back. The Cougars, 85 over Southern Pen, 21. Johnny Morris the third, by the way.
Yeah, we got to do something with that.
28 points. Well, we just did. 28 points. He had a good game. Well done to McKinnon.
Yeah, he played awesome. Great clip. Took it to the rack. Yeah, very, very efficient game. He played fantastic.
No Brasser or Davey for Southern Pen.
No, they were both out, but one man that was there for the Sharks with the goggles, Manny Hendricks, 8 of 32, 24 points, that's great, 8 of 32.
He did get him up, but you know, when you're attacking the paint and you got guys like Axel Dench and Marcus Timmins waiting there for you, it's tough to make shots. So.
Yeah, tough to make shots. Maybe the goggles were fogged up a little bit too. Chelsea 73, Hawthorn 82 in overtime. Jay Allen 36 points, 6 from downtown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gun.
Well, he's just one of the best players in the league. He's averaging 28.5 points in his first 2 games. You know, early MVP favourite for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Mildura 75, Warrnambool 56. This was built up as a big game. The Heat went 40 to 25 in the second half. Jay Will 29 and 10. Very, very good. It's a dog walking past us. Anyway, go on. Jay Will, very good.
Again, he's the MVP race in Div One. It's going to be hot, and he's going to be right up there. He's an outstanding player at this level. You know, he'd be good in championship. And you know, Mildura have their first game at home this weekend, and with him and Chris Clark, I think they're going to pack it out against Whittlesea.
Now, I'll be honest. Saturday night, young man, Whittlesea got up over Melbourne Uni, 81 to 68. Black Angels for me, I had them bottom of the barrel, written off. You finished. Start the dawn party now. Have a great season off court. They bounced back on Sunday, Melbourne Uni. Got a win over Chelsea.
Well, if they're going to get a win, it's probably going to be over Chelsea. I think I think Melbourne Uni have a very different team to what they normally do. I don't recognise any names from previous seasons down the list. Looks like apparently there are a lot of first-year uni students heading out down to Melbourne Uni. So,
Daniel Leslie,
good to win though.
Daniel Leslie was good with 16 and 12.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah,
he had all right numbers last week as well for them.
Yeah, he's had a very good start to the season.
Good on him.
Geez, you're a bit belittling there, young man. Warrandyte 59, Blackburn 74, Shabuzu first game, a little bit of foul trouble. Vikings 2-0, great start to the season. Brendan Torella with another 20 points.
Yeah, look, I think we might have underestimated Blackburn a bit. Or overestimated Warrandyte. Serious question.
Yep.
You got 3 players from Bulleen State Champ last year.
Yep.
1 player from Eltham State Champ that was one of their better players in Jared Lennox.
They're having their recovery session in the Yarra at the moment, actually.
Vashon Weaver from Waverley. I think people probably would have expected them to gel faster than what they have.
They're going to import too.
Stick with them. They'll be okay. Stick with them. Just takes a little bit of time to get a new team together. They'll be okay. They'll bounce back.
Yeah.
Good players always rise to the top, so they'll be okay.
On paper, they're probably a state championship side.
I knew this was coming. Werribee 67 defeated Sunbury 53.
Nicely done.
They are doing their aftermatch here at the moment. They're not sinking. They are floating.
Floating away.
Yeah, thank you. Good win for Werribee, up by 14. Good start to the season.
Yeah, Werribee have had a good start to the season. They've got a lot of good young guys that step up. Last week in round 1 it was Christian Rocky. This week it was Josh Oswald. You know, they have got the stars that can step up each week.
One team we got stuck into last week after a poor start was Altona. The Gators bounced back. Good win over Geelong by 15. Middle quarters, 40 to 14 run. Well done, the Gators.
And James Gould just had a good game. I think he had 16 and 10.
Spot on.
Probably had a quieter year last year than what he did in 2010. So if he steps up again and some of those young guys, Fallon, Wapshot, get going, they're probably going to take a few teams by surprise this season.
Well, I'm going to have a go at the Cats here because the Super Cats, in those middle quarters when they were down 40 to 14, They shot 4 of 34.
Oh, that's
Well, that's Justin Nelson from the foul
Yeah,
line.
no, that's stinking it up. There's no doubt about that. Camberwell 91 defeated Latrobe City 77. Jordan Canavan has enjoyed the change in environment up against his former team. 24-7. Chris Anstey, the big dog, 23 points was pretty good. The Perm alert, 19 and 17, I should say. But Camberwell looked the goods early.
Yeah, they're going to be a very good team this season. They're just in cruise control with
They've still got Chris Lynch, their import to
Come in,
Yeah, and Chris Anstey's just running from the three-point line to three-point line.
loving it, loving it.
does.
The ladders in D1 men after a couple of weeks. Terrell Conference, Mildura 3 and zip. I like them.
Yeah.
They look really good. 2 imports in that team. Werribee 2 and zip. Whittlesea, Geelong, Warrnambool. Whittlesea, Geelong, Warrnambool all 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Altona now 1 and 2. Melbourne Uni 1 and 2. Sunbury zip and 2.
Yeah, look, I think the Jets will be okay. I think they're probably going to be competitive in most of their games. Whether that actually is going to turn into wins, maybe not.
Watson ladder, of course, we've got split conferences in D1 men this season. Camberwell 3 and zip, Melbourne 2 and 0, Blackburn 2 and 1, McKinnon 1 and 1, Latrobe City 1 and 2, Chelsea 1 and 3, Warrandyte zip and 2, Southern Pen zip and 2.
Yeah, look, there was a lot of, with the ladders, there was a lot of talk, you know, are the Div 2 sides going to cut it? 4 of the 5 sides that have gone up from Div 2 last year are currently sitting in the top 4 in their conferences. So, you know, I think, you know, last season there was a, what's the best division? I think those sides have come up, they're competitive.
Except
you know, yeah, except for one.
Give it a break, will you? Hawthorn and Camberwell. Arnie's just going to float past on his surfboard in a moment. Big games coming up this weekend.
Canoe sniper.
Hawthorn and Camberwell Saturday night. This shapes up as an absolute ripper.
Where is it?
It's at Hawthorn,
Okay, I reckon.
Burundara.
Oh, I reckon Camberwell might get it.
Camberwell's got the size.
Yeah,
Hawthorn
yeah.
can shoot the rock.
And run.
It's whether Hawthorn have enough scoring power outside of Jay Allen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that. I think Camberwell probably will just get up.
I think Camberwell might get up as well. Another big game Saturday night, Warrandyte and Chelsea. We're not too far away from the stadium. It's just down the Yarra a little bit. Can Warrandyte get their first win of the season, yes or no?
Yeah, I'll give it to them.
Yeah, by 20.
Sunday, Geelong and Werribee. Like the looks of this one as well. Can Geelong bounce back?
Highway battle.
Yep, absolutely.
Geelong.
Yeah, that's tough. Geelong have been so different in their first couple of games, so I'm going to go with Werribee.
D1 women, lots and lots of news. Southern Pen have a new recruit, yes or no?
Yes.
Good, yes or no?
Yes.
Right, okay, we look forward to seeing her. Any news, yes or no?
No.
Okay, fair enough. I'll tell you what, speaking of new players, an import into the competition, D1 women this season, Justina Udenza up at Mildura. She went down, Udenzi, sorry. She went down to Warrnambool, took the whales in, had a little bit of sight, went out, did a bit of sightseeing, all that sort of stuff. Decided to play basketball Saturday night. 31 points, 28 rebounds, 5 assists. Welcome to the competition.
From all reports, she just absolutely dominated. Warrnambool. They, you know, threw double teams at her, it made no difference. She just basically did what she wanted.
At one
When have you got Mildura?
Well, no, fair way down the track. At one stage, by the way,
Quivering.
they called in about 7 from the crowd just to stand on her during the game.
They still made no difference.
Big margins in D1 women, bar one game.
Yeah.
Here's the margins from round 2: 44, 26, 23, 12. 2-point game in overtime. That was the close one. 9 and 22. A lot bigger than I thought they would be.
Maybe there is going to be a bit of a difference between the sides at the top of the conference and the bottom, and it might have just been one of those rounds where the top sides played the lower sides.
Well, biggest margin, no doubt, was Hawthorn over Chelsea by 44 points. Chelsea had 40 turnovers in this game.
Well, did Hawthorn just run on just with Chelsea jerseys and they just passed it straight to them? Passed it straight to 40 times.
Yeah, you're not going to get a win.
Mate,
with
that's a lot of
40 turnovers.
turns. That's 40 shots you don't get.
Moving right along, Mildura 80 defeated Warrnambool 54. Mildura went down with 8 plays. No Vanessa Power, of course. Udenza had a great game. Buying round 1 for the Mermaids, and I'll tell you what, I think it might have hurt them.
Yeah, I don't think it's ideal. You know, the other teams have a week under their belt. And so.
Altona got up over Geelong by 23. Geelong not a consistent start to the season. They've lost a couple. What do we make of it?
Well, Geelong did a pretty good job on Bridget Ardossi.
Yep.
And I think despite that, Altona were able to step up. Geelong, I think they'll be okay. They got some polish about
They
it.
look good at the tournament.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be too worried if I was them.
A lot of people talked about Ardossi being the central figure in the league. Ardossi.
I asked her.
One good thing about
Actually did.
one good thing about Altona is they shared the love last week.
Yeah, and you know.
Morning. They shared the love last week.
They've got a lot of good players. You know, Sharon's got the team playing well right from the start. We know they're going to be tough. I think they're definitely the early favourites to take it out. And yeah, with Ardossi there though, they're just
Ardossi. We wanted a little bit of tranquility down by the Yarra in Warrandyte, so we've set up camera right in the middle of the most busiest dog walking path, jogging path in Warrandyte. Very, very busy this morning.
Didn't realise there were that many people.
Latrobe City, 60.
it was Justin, his mate,
Come
and a
on.
koala.
Latrobe City 69 defeated Camberwell 57.
Jamie Lee Pierce,
JLP 21 and 14, and the Energies had a pretty good start to the year.
Yeah, they have. No one really rated them sort of before the season started. They have had a good start. Props go to Camberwell though. They're competitive. You know, I know they had their good win last week, but most people didn't pick them to win a game all season.
Yep.
They've had one win at a competitive loss against a pretty good team. So, I don't think Brian would be too disappointed with that game.
Sunbury 52 defeated Southern Penn 43. The Jets 2 and zip at the moment. Good start.
Bet you didn't tip that.
No. I think Sunbury will have a pretty good season. Yeah.
Why?
You've written them off.
No, I'm
Yeah, all right. They've got some great players there.
Okay.
Consistent.
Yeah, absolutely, and players that have played basketball for a little while together
that's
too.
right. Yeah,
So
makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. Whittlesea 71, Keilor 49. I'll tell you what,
I tipped
Keilor
Keilor.
back to earth.
Yeah, bang.
Thud.
Take that.
Big time. Pace is never troubled. Keilor 21% field goal range, 9% from the 3-point arc. That's close to where you're at the moment.
Actually is.
Yep.
Which is kind of scary.
The last game in D1 Women was the overtime game. Craigie Burns 70 over Warrandyte 68. Was heartbreaking for sure. Yep, no doubt about it.
Is that your team?
No, we'll move right along. The ladders in D1 Women, Terrell Conference, Altona 2 and zip, Whittlesea 2 and zip, Sunbury 2 and zip, Keilor 1 and 1, Mildura 1 and 2, Geelong 0 and 2, Warrnambool zip and 1.
That's a really tough conference, like from top to bottom. Like I think any of those teams would probably expect to play finals. So, those sides that haven't got off to a good start of the season, you do need to start getting wins soon, as if it's tied at the end, you could be done.
Well, I've got a question for both of you in the Terrell Conference. The bottom three at the moment, and we're so early in the season, the bottom three, Mildura, Geelong, Warrnambool. Do you think all three of those teams will be in the top 4 come the end of the season?
Oh, that's a good question. I could probably see Mildura and Warrnambool being in finals.
Not Geelong.
Line ball.
Yeah, it's hard because I think Altona and Whittlesea, who are there, they were definitely teams that I would have penciled in. But those three, they probably all should make finals. But that means one really strong team's going to miss out.
Watson Conference, Hawthorn 2 and zip, Latrobe City 2 and 1, Camberwell 1 and 1, Craigieburn 1 and 1, Chelsea 1 and 2, Warrandyte zip and 2, Southern Penn zip and 2. Anything to make of that at the moment?
Plenty.
Yeah, go on. Tell everyone.
Well, just donuts. I think that if you don't get a win this weekend, then it's going to be alarm bells. Wait, listen for it.
There'll be people walking past with Sack Justin's on.
Big games. Oh, that happens every week as it is, mate.
They come to your house with sticks and pitchforks.
Yeah, the referee's walking with Sack Justin Zines. Big games coming up this weekend. Mildura and Whittlesea. I like it on Saturday.
Yeah, again, it's we haven't really mentioned it. No Mildura teams played at home yet.
Yep.
So they'll pack it out. It's a men and women doubleheader versus Whittlesea.
Big.
At the hot house.
At the hot house. Big.
If Vanessa Power plays, I think Mildura will get up. If not, I think Whittlesea might be too strong.
Wouldn't mind being in the hot house right now. I'll give you the tip. Keilor and Geelong.
I reckon Geelong will get their first win of the season.
As where is he? There's the cockatoo going overhead. Have a great week, D1 men and D1 women. Get out and support your teams. It's bloody freezing. See you next week.
Ain't no stopping us now.